All right, so this is some pre-recorded Crucible fights against Kel. I couldn't stream it because we lost power, and I then had other responsibilities. So I couldn't stream this, unfortunately, but we're doing like a re-record of it on Twitch, so the Twitch chat is live. This was against Kel, which is like a 10 million punch-up. Kel is, I think, level 95 now. Most of his teams are 95, so you're going to see some giant teams. So this is like a 250k punch-up or something like that with my 12.5 Darkhold. Let's look at some of his characters. I saw that Black Panther was 94 there, so maybe he had only been 94 at this point. But just watch the amount of damage. So yeah, Black Panther 94 there. We get to strip his buffs, which is good. And then I go to basic the Black Panther, hoping my Morgan will steal his buffs, and she does, which is great. Let's get that taunt up. So far, I like the way this person plays. They seem like a real professional. And then Nakia says, I'm gonna just do this and kill everybody. And she does a really good job killing everybody. Luckily, I think my Morgan goes first and kind of saves the day. I think. Yeah, there we go. So she should, I definitely should special here. Okay, good. And we should be going straight for that Black Panther 1 million because I believe he's getting 50% speed. Yeah, he definitely was. And now he's hitting between just those two characters. He shreds everyone apart. Look how almost instantly dead I was. This is brutal. This is the worst kind of brutal. We go for that Black Panther. We'll get some defense down out there. See if we can kill people in time before they pop off. And now we do the Agatha ult later. This is a big help, a big heal for me. Nice barrier comes in. I like using the Agatha basic. Someone just asked chat, I hold the Agatha ult? Yeah, I always hold the Agatha ult because I'd rather her call in Morgan to do another assist to steal more offense ups and stuff. So if there's Black Panther and Black Panther 1 million out there, first I want to steal the stuff of Black Panther 1 million at the very beginning before he does his special, which is good. Next, I really want to steal from the OG Black Panther before he ults. Nakia goes before you, so you before Agatha, I believe, so you can't even like stop her. So like I look super healthy here, but you guys saw everybody was on death's door. Everybody, okay? The level cap is real. The stat change in these levels from these characters is crazy. So here we're doing Infinity Watch. This is 150 plus 70 is a 220k punch up. Infinity Watch into Hydra World. Kel is a monster, dude. I love Kel though. He's a good guy. I know there's a stigma behind certain Krakens. Kel definitely does not get that stigma, and I will fight people to death for Kel. He's a sweetheart. We're going to be a little different. Yeah, we're not going to be touching Mutiny or Legion anytime soon. Even Baby Yoda, the amount that they spent on this last event, I don't know. It's going to be a different world for the next 6 months. Troopers are not the spenders that these other guys are. Okay, so Nebula gets ability block. It's actually probably the best case scenario. Besides that, she's getting absolutely destroyed for it. She died through Death Proof there. Must have been a fake Death Proof. The reason that is the best case scenario is because Phyla-Vell would have cleansed the stuff off of her. Wow, she's getting wrecked. I do not remember how this ends, but it does not look pretty. So I go for him. Because I don't want him to special. His special kills through Death Proof. I don't want him to kill Nebula. That makes sense. Okay. Next we go for, okay, he has a vulnerable, so that'll let my Nebula peel some of his buffs off. That's good. All right, I think we're back in control. As long as Moondragon gets to take a turn here. Hopefully rewind, oh, she didn't rewind Red Skull. That's okay. Mr. Negative's ultimate's pretty scary. That's good. We get a kill here for sure. And then kill Mr. Negative. Wow, Mr. Negative is so tanky. So tanky. You can tell Scopely's trying to sell out the rest of the players to Krakens. They did double XP right after the level cap increase, so Krakens could get 95 faster than ever. This is true. They lost to Legion the other day too, Dead. Oh, Dead says, we beat Mutiny after the level increase. Yeah, Mutiny's taken they seem to be at least taking a step back from spending. But that was also like day 2 or something like that. I bet by the next time we face them, a lot of them are 95. I'm not buying the whole retirement thing. Panzer Hulk pulled that. I didn't believe it then. I still don't believe it. All right, so yeah, another one where it looked kind of shady at first, but we pulled through it. Nice big punch up. And this I feel good about so far. And I'm like, okay, this is okay. Honestly, I really wish I had Death Seed pulled it this time, but c'est la vie, I guess. This was a mistake. I overcompensated for this team, I think. I wouldn't have won regardless, but I think I overcompensated for this team. So I went in with Eternals, Cloak and Dagger against this AForce team. And I think I even play it wrong. So I take the Emma, so I have the turn meter advantage. We flip all that, which is good, because Jessica Jones won't open with her special. So she gets a bunch of speed meter right because of all the defense downs. But here's my mistake. I should have single targeted Jessica Jones. Instead, I fed her a bunch of speed meter. She flipped everyone's defense downs into defense up. And that was a mistake. And then they're actually going to get to do a bunch of abilities to me because of it. Trying to see what does more damage. I think I should have tried to single target the Spider Woman out. I don't know why I'm going for Nico. Oh, because Nico can flip on my stuff. That makes sense. But I don't think we can stop that. Will this slow stop it? Yeah, actually, you know what? That was not bad. We pull the immunity off Nico. We get a slow on her. Now Icarus can kill her before. Wait, we're not. Okay. We could have killed the Nico before she did her thing, but we chose not to. Okay, so we can stun the Nico now, or we can kill Captain Marvel. We killed the Captain Marvel. So Nico will flip. Okay, no, we still get to go first. Okay. Played it like a pro. Being asked for the Gamma 4.5 we're about to run. There will be a video on that in the channel too if you haven't seen it already. You guys just doing 60 or 100? We are only able to do 60 right now. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll be doing 100. All right, and here's where we had to start getting tricky because he put a lot on defense. Let me just run this so you can see. This is a 1.52 million Darkhold team, but it's not even Darkhold team. There's a freaking Drax in there. You know how low Drax's power level gets? This might as well be a 1.6 million team. This is ridiculous, okay? Ridiculous. We're going in with a 1.1 million Young Avengers to try and burn it. So literally my goal here was just like, if I can kill Drax, it'll help. But I also didn't need to kill Drax either because I knew I was going to clean this up with Tangled Web. Yes, that was a Gear Tier 17 Drax. Look, the other side lives differently, okay? So I get the cleanse there. I just want to take some defense down off people. Going off everyone except Kate because she's a controller. We did not get any kind of good blinds here to land, which was unfortunate. I do get to keep beating on Drax, though, which is nice. And I think Echo... Is it Echo or Kate? Somebody kills the Drax here. Yeah, there we go. Throwing the dodge is useless because Morgan's about to use her special. Oh, Morgan got a slow from Kate. I remember this scared me. I was like, am I going to die before Morgan gets to do her special? Luckily, I didn't. I slowed it down. I kind of paused it here. I end up letting it play out, though. I want to see whose turn meter it is. It is Morgan's. I think I pause it here for a second, then I overthink it. Yeah, there's the pause, and then I end up letting it play out. I end up pulling every single ability you could hope to pull here. So the cleanup was still an 80k punch up, even though that Drax was dead. We went in with Tangled Web and Secret Avengers Kestrel. If I did the Eternals before, I should have tried not to use Secret Avengers Kestrel here. They could have been useful later. So we didn't land anything on the Morgan. I do believe I made my 29.9 to Skirmisher. Yeah, I definitely did. Nothing landed. 2099 sucks. Okay, look, his kit is good, but his focus and his damage are freaking trash. And he never lands his damn abilities on these teams that have 100% or 200% resistance. I know I've never said this before, guys. Scopely doing built-in resistances to teams is trash. It's trash. I hate it. Stop giving teams 100 or 200% resistance. You're stupid. Think outside the box. Do a better job, okay? Built-in resistance is trash. But we did a very good pull. We started pulling everything out. And Kestrel and Sharon make this very easy with their 5,000% focus on their abilities. They at least land their stuff. And then Kestrel is just pinging away. Bright side of Kestrel being a character needed for Apocalypse is that there is no guilt with bringing her all the way up to Gear Tier 17. And then her pings hit so hard. And I love her as a raider. I'm not sure how many crits she's actually going to get here, but if you do see a crit from her, just take note of how much damage it does. And in the next video, you're going to see a Kestrel ult really saving my day. So no crit. Everything's just getting blocked. Let's get another defense down on that Agatha. 2 turns of ability block on Morgan is nice. This is unblockable. Bam! Morgan's dead, and then look at that. Look at wait, no. That deserves a little bit of a replay here. Hold on. The amount of damage that did deserves a replay. I'm pause it when we see it. Okay, so that kills her, and then Kestrel coming in with a boom! Kestrel passive crit for 677,000 damage. 670,000 damage. Come on. Crit Kestrel is so fun. Dorky Dad, is Mambas your mini me alliance? Mambas is dope. They're a really good alliance. Here. This is a different thing now. Because this is another 1.5 million unlimited team. 1.5 million. Alright, so I've done this burn attack with Deathpool and Rebirth against the Unlimited before, and I got exactly where I wanted to go. This is a 1.5 million Unlimited. This is different. This is way different. So the reason you bring Deathpool is so that she pulls the Rogue special. Because you just don't want Captain Carter or... you don't want Captain Carter to get Terminator Rebound here. Although I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. No, the ability block would make it the end of the world. You definitely don't want Captain Carter to get it. And then this happens, of course, because it's a 1.5 million team. And so my Captain America ends up pulling the taunt, and then he gets ability blocked, and then I can't do anything, and then the ult comes in. So at least we pull the ultimate from Captain America, but we did not get him to taunt quickly enough to give everybody defense up and let me stall out until later, which is what normally happens, but not when you're doing a 500k punch up on a burn attack. So this is the team I go in with, 420k punch up. I try to use Surfer instead of Dormammu because there's also a 1.5 million Gamma team sitting in stage 5 waiting to absolutely ruin my day. So I needed to rely on Dorm and Doom to get through that team. Because I already used Secret Avengers, I already used Eternals, I already used Darkhold, I already used Tangled Web. I needed Dorm and I needed Doom. And then right away, Surfer starts getting tunneled out. We obviously don't have the revives here, so that's already dangerously enough. We try and pull some stuff off the Gambit. Obviously, we can't because the dodge. I'm not trying to get an offense down on him before he does his ultimate. Another thing that didn't help is Silver Samurai got ability blocked here. Not that it wouldn't matter because we also didn't pull the abilities from Sunfire. So he just goes ahead and he wrecks our day. Gives everyone offense up to counteract the offense down I did on the Gambit. We're still in trouble, and then I do that. And that was the stupidest thing I could have done because they all have counters up. You're not supposed to use the Hela Ultimate. If you don't pull the Sunfire special on your first attack, do not use the Hela Ultimate. You will get her counter to death, which is exactly what happens here. And at this point, I understand I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do here. So we'll back out, and we go back in. But I don't want to risk it on this team, so I go ahead and I throw in Dorm, and it's still 410k punch up. But it's going to play a little differently. So we got the Greg, attack the Phantom X to pull up the counterattack. Not to say that this goes smoothly, but it goes differently. Greg's getting targeted, as always good. We didn't get the dodge off of Gambit, so we can't put we can't put our debuffs on him, which is fine. Here comes the special plus ultimate. Wrecks all of my characters. The scariest thing here is that Hela's super low, right? The second Hela's really low. If she wasn't in stealth, Gambit pings her out, and then if you lose, you're Undying. You may not lose because it's no longer Age of X, but it gets scary. Again, they all have counters up. Do not do the Hela ultimate here. I kind of learned my lesson, so I believe I'm going to use the special here. Yeah. Just got to be very careful when you're dealing with all those counters. Try and get a stun on this Gambit so he doesn't ping out my Omega Red to death. We land that. And as long as Omega Red can use his ultimate before he dies, he'll basically full heal. So that's what we're going for here. I decide to taunt because I understand that Phantom X is about to start taunting. There it is. So now I have Taunt on my Dormammu. We're in danger. Luckily, I have 2 Hellas up. I start throwing them to the slaughter so that we get enough turn meter rewind. I really need my Dormammu to live and do his ultimate here to heal him and everyone else all the way back up. Defense down on everybody is clutch. Love me some zombie Iron Man. Here comes another hit on Dormammu. He luckily holds on. And there you go. And here's the ult, and this is why I'm going to win, because Dormammu lived to ult. So, as you see, like, even if I brought Surfer in, and even if I played it differently, I think I lose there, because Silver Samurai would have been dead. If it was Silver Surfer instead of Dormammu, the Silver Surfer would have been dead, so we wouldn't have had all these debuffs. So I do think I necessarily needed to have Dormammu there. Which means I should have held on to my Eternals and tried something else against that AForce. That is the big hole I'm seeing in what my game plan was. So we do get through this after doing a burn attack. And then we're going to make our Doom Gamma killing. Oh, sorry, it wasn't a 5.2 Gamma. It was a 1.58 Gamma. Basically a 1.6 million Gamma, okay? Okay? It is not fun being basically a baby dolphin at this level of Crucible. It's not fun. So I'm at a weird situation here. So I needed to use the cleanse from Jessica Jones, not to give energy, because Doom already had the energy, but to cleanse my Spider-Woman. I needed Spider-Woman to not have offense up so that Doom would call her in. And then I go for it, okay? This giant Red Hulk, how big is he? He's level 95. Okay, so Kel did have level 95. Some of these characters were level 95 along the way. 7 Red Star, Ice level 5, Gear Tier 17, level 95 Red Hulk. We put absolutely every single thing we could into him. It did very little damage. I go in there with Spider-Woman now. You want to put the debuffs on him before you do the ultimate. And now we do the ultimate because it does do a lot of damage. Bam! Oh, he's so close to dead, but she throws it all back. And then, obviously, do you think I'm about to kill this Red Hulk? I don't think I'm about to kill the Red Hulk. But I do have a couple characters going first. So it's not a terrible idea, except, Hulk's gonna do that. Maybe if we had put one disrupt on Hulk before going fully into Red Hulk, maybe we would have been okay. But what I'm doing at this point is I'm trying to weigh my options. Do I leave Red Hulk this low and try and get in there with a team that could outspeed him? I believe I don't have Fury here. I don't have Emma. So my options are very low, and I know I already did a bunch of different main team attacks, right? So I see that as, what's her name? I keep pausing it because I'm trying to decide how close I can get here. So Braun, right now I know I screwed up. Braun animation already started. He's about to use his ultimate. He's going to do a 40% heal. I cannot leave the Red Hulk like that. I was hoping that's my wife telling me because I was bitching about my son. He won't take a nap, Val. I want you to go stream this to people. I can't. He won't take a nap. I ended up backing out because I understood that. Well, here I'll show you what happens at the end. See, the second I hit quit, I do think I hit quit. I hit quit, and then he immediately does his ultimate anyway. Braun was gonna heal. So you see that Red Hulk would have been all the way back alive. There's no team I could have had, even if I outsped them, that would get there in time. Especially because he drops all his charges, though he keeps his energy. And I would have hit him. He eventually would have got all his charges back up and went in again. Because Scopely doesn't understand how not to use tags to limit potentials on teams. Never mind. I don't want to get into it. Red Hulk passive should be limited in all modes to 1 time per mode. Okay? Scopely, pull your head out of your ass. Okay, so we go right back in there, but we're going to try something different here. I understood at this point, I just simply did not have the damage. I did not have the damage to kill this level of a Red Hulk, so I decided I was going to try and cripple the team instead. I go in there, we get the same kind of start, except I want to take out She-Hulk and Hulk if I can. And again, level 95, 7 red stars, Gear Tier 17, ISO level 5, Hulk. Okay? She-Hulk. Level 95, Gear Tier 17, 7 red stars, ISO level 5. Okay? I think you're getting my point here. So I do the same thing to She-Hulk that I tried to do to Red Hulk. I cover her in debuffs so that the ultimate hits a little bit harder. And then go for it. And just not enough. Nowhere near enough damage. Simply not enough damage. And because She-Hulk threw the Disrupt back at us, I then realized not putting anything on Hulk was a waste because She-Hulk throws it back at you. If you can't kill the She-Hulk, it's useless. And then, yeah, it goes to crap. It goes to crap. I get immediately destroyed. I just let it play out because I had the very painful realization this was not happening. I was not clearing this team. People need to make a fuss about Red Hulk not having the same limit of charges outside of war. When we have to start phasing him in raids, it will be too late. This is true. So I go in there with my hero as guardians to do the cleanup. And yeah, so the two most important members on the team get immediately killed. They're dead. They're gone. And added bonus, 50% chance to proc her passive, and it didn't proc. 25% chance on her own death to proc it, 25% chance on Jane's death to proc it, and neither got procced. So just straight death is what was waiting for me at this matchup. Just straight death. And that's gonna end. He won. He won, guys. Let's go through the fights. So he did full clear me. I did not full clear him. Get my pause button ready. So he used Infinity Watch on my Death Seed. I since pulled my Death Seed off. It's very beneficial to have them pulled off if you're doing these giant punch-ups. He tried to do a Dorm, Minerva, Doom, Death Pool team against my Gamma team. That's something like I would have done. I wouldn't have done Minerva. I would have done like Surfer. I wouldn't have done Death Pool. I would have done maybe Spider-Woman or something like that. I would have done other characters, but I definitely would have had Red Guardian in the corner, Doom beside him, let the enemy Red Hulk pop my Doom for me. But he ended up canceling that out, and he went back in with WeaponX and Undying with Dorm. And he did clear my team. His team, I don't know if you guys can read that. His freaking offense is 1.6 million. It's 1.6 billion. He beat it up my 1.2 million team. He's a schoolyard bully. Oh wait, we missed it. Hold on. So you know what? Let's check out all the power levels. This is just interesting. So his 1.5 million Infinity Watch did a 500k punch down into my Death Seed. 1.6 mil into 1.2 mil on the Gamma. His 1.35 million. I don't think he leveled his Astonishment X-Men. I think that's just the way they are. He did a 350k punch down into my Hydra World. That's a very sketchy matchup, but at 350k punch down, I guess it's less sketchy, right? And then he did a burn attack. He has a 1.4 million Uncanny team. He used them to burn my Unlimited team, so he definitely got all their abilities off on a 200k punch down. And then he used a 1.46 million Death Seed team to do the cleanup. 260k punch down. He did a 1.3 about 7 million Tangled Web Masters of Evil comp against my Masters of Evil Dad Bros comp. So about a 460k punch down there. And then finally, he had his Darkhold on defense. So he did Eternals, Emma, Miss Marvel, Echo, and he did a 300k punch down there. That team works on a punch down. I would not suggest doing it on a punch across. That scares me on a punch across. Very, very, very scary on a punch across, to be honest. But it worked. And so he won. He beat my butt. He beat it good. He beat it so good. Let's see what I did. So I did my Eternals there. I did a burn followed by Tangled Web there. I think he had one loss, right? I only had one loss to play with. So I knew I was screwed. Yeah. Yeah, having to use Dorm on that Unlimited team made it so I couldn't even full clear, let alone win. And then there was the Gamma team we didn't finish. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it saying his Gamma is 1.6 million, but when we saw it, it was 1.58. But here it's 1.61. I think they were all 1.6 million. I'm going with the bigger number because it makes me feel less like a loser. But shout out to Kel. I love Kel. He kicked my ass. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.